Our eldest child, Ellie, was born with learning difficulties, and we worked very hard as a family to make sure that we were just a normal family who happened to have a disabled member. And we brought Ellie up to be as fully involved with the wider world as possible. But that started to get very difficult in her late teens because she wanted to be out with friends and she didn't really have friends, and that was very painful for her and for us. And it became evident that actually we couldn't really meet her needs moving into adulthood. So we were looking around to see what the other possibilities were, because it was apparent by then that she wasn't going to be able to live independently, even though she had certain, significant skills. And I stumbled across L'Arche really by chance and was so impressed with the ethos and the whole principle underpinning the community, that it was a place where everybody was welcome on an equal basis. Well, I could write a book on that. But in essence, it's because it's a place of joy and hope and acceptance. And I get very emotional about this because I think there's something so precious about L'Arche. The symbol of L'Arche is a boat, and that's a fragile craft. This isn't a place where all the answers of the world are solved. It's a place where all the difficulties of the world assemble and are worked through love and friendship and interdependence. And that's what makes it so special. That is our daughter's home. She doesn't need to buy a house for herself, and she needs somewhere to be. So, in a way, it's self-interest, isn't it, to leave money to L'Arche? For us, though, it's not just about Ellie, it's about all the other people who maybe otherwise would not get the opportunity to live as full a life as our daughter is able to do because of what L'Arche can provide for her. And I think even more importantly, it makes a statement to the world. Every L'Arche community is a living testimony to the importance of each individual person on this planet. And each person is worthy of respect and love and trust, and that's what L'Arche can bring. Yeah, writing a will is actually very straightforward. I mean, there are different ways of doing it, and I know you can do clever things like use a telephone and go online and things, but being of the generation I am, we prefer to go to our local solicitor, which was not at all complicated to do, and we simply said what we wanted and had the satisfaction of knowing that it was all done in a proper going manner. And that's not an expensive thing to do, and it's really important. I'm so pleased we've done it. And I think that's one of the other things, that if you give money to L'Arche, then you're focusing on what you're going to do. And we all tend to put off doing things like writing wills. But it's not helpful to people left with the job of dealing with people's estates. To die intestate is not a good thing to do. So it's a helpful thing to be able to get sorted, actually. And you feel better for doing it.